He's got his concealed carry. Did you guys know that?
License carry Bible everywhere.
In my heart, incognito.
For the love.
I'm Jake Schriner.
And I'm Bob Nelson.
I'm Tracey White.
I'm Pastor Johnny Leckie, and this is the Compass Conversation Podcast.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
We will follow you. You have the name above every name. We will follow you, King Jesus.
For some reason, I was thinking fall break coincided with Thanksgiving, but it's way too close to Christmas for winter break. So, yeah, it was before.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's true.
Which is unfortunate because whenever I was growing up, we didn't have fall break.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was spring break
Yep.
and summer break.
I mean, you got a couple of days off for
and
Thanksgiving. You did get the
Christmas break.
You started
Yeah,
after Labor Day kind
our-
of deal. I mean, it's still the same number of days. They've just put breaks scattered throughout.
Yeah.
And shortened the summer break. So,
Right.
yeah, whatever. We're still only paid for those months. Not even paid for the year. Teachers aren't. If anybody didn't know that, that's it's true. They say, "Oh, you get 3 months off." Well, first of all, no, you get 2, and it's not 2, and they're not really paid for those months. They just scatter their whatever those few months. I mean, the shortened months are, and they scatter that over the 12.
Yeah.
Is what they
Will
do.
Colorado do where you can, like, even it out to where you receive your paycheck year round? Even though you aren't getting paid
Yeah,
for
they
those 2 months,
prorate
you
it
still...
Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah.
Just so you
Okay.
still get an income of some kind.
Right,
Summer
yes.
license.
I know Illinois does that.
Yeah,
too.
it's just the contract only is for those 10 months, or whatever it is, 9.5 months. Anyway, how exciting. What an exciting start to our podcast. Well, hey, you know what? Let's get this thing rolling. To my right is Jake Schreiner. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Pretty normal day at work today. I got to work, only day off, like I was saying, is Thursday this week. But that's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to go down to the in-laws and hang out with the family down there. And that's always a nice time. I'm a big fan of Thanksgiving, as I've mentioned many
You
times
know I'm
before. Absolutely. There is no stigma for gifts or anything. The whole point is to
Right.
see family and enjoy food
Yep.
and sit around and be grateful for all that we have. So, really looking forward to this week. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then next weekend, I get to go through the whole song and dance of putting Christmas stuff up, because I'm sure that's what Harper and Colette will want to do.
Uh-huh.
So that requires me to be on the roof for a couple hours. So
Oh,
hopefully
wow.
it's nice
Could
Be
you come to
careful.
mine?
weather. Yeah.
Be very careful. Wear a harness.
Yeah, no, Colette only asked me to do it when it snows. No, kidding. Yeah.
Gotta get out there before the snow.
Yeah.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's not
Today was a
here yet.
little chilly. It
was.
wasn't great in the steel yard, but that was okay. We found a lot of indoor work to do. So, but yeah, I'm glad I'm here. And
Awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear it too, man. All right. Bob, how are you doing this week?
So, coming up with Christmas stuff, the last week I forgot to share after the Great Viking Party story, because it was like, oh, then I got ever going to come close to that. But anyway, I did actually have something that I forgot about completely. It was the craziest thing I've ever done, which was started putting up my Christmas stuff well before Thanksgiving.
far too early.
Yeah. Normally I don't touch Christmas stuff until well after Thanksgiving, because it's just it's not my gig. But I'm taking this entire week off for and for that reason. Because our family's coming out, so yeah, Josh, Allison, and the kids, and so I'm putting it up for them. But this weird thing has happened, and I don't understand. Joy's like, well, I don't want to spend that much money on something. I'm like, what? Why am I okay with this?
Ghost of Christmas Future came and saw it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's hard to group two sizes bigger.
That's the
or something.
Grinch.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. I've kind of ungrinched. I'm like, what's going on? I don't like this feeling. So, no. But yeah, it's having fun. I actually did do some more of it today. And as I'm climbing around on one of the banisters, or railings on our patio rather, one of our neighbors says, "Well, be careful up there." And I said, "Well, why would I want to do that?" And he said, "We need you, Bob." And I'm like, "Aw."
That's awesome.
The spirit of the season. Now you're
Exactly. So but yeah. So it was a great day at work because there was none. So yeah, I'm doing wonderfully fine. Good.
Cool.
Tracy, how are you doing?
Hey, tired. I don't know why, but for some reason I woke up like 7 times last night.
Oh.
For no reason. There was no sound, no bad dream or anything like that. In fact, a few of those times I was dreaming and it was pleasant, you know. There was nothing shocking or jump scare or anything. I just
Good.
woke up. I don't know why. So I'm tired. But only got a 3-day work week, and day 1 is down, so 2 more, and
Nice.
and then off Thursday and Friday. We're gonna smoke a turkey.
Hey!
Awesome.
Yep. It's
Wow,
hard
it's
to
gonna be hard
get
to
it in
wrap
a little
it.
rolling.
That's what I put in the pipe.
Yeah, so we did smoke a turkey last year. I'm going to do it a little bit different this year with the prep on the prep side of things, with some herbs and stuff.
Some herbs are Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Well, specifically, I did not brine it before smoking it last year, and I'm going to brine it this year.
Gotcha.
So that's going to be the difference. And we don't have anybody. There's no family coming in, and we're not going anywhere else. It's just us. And so we're thinking about just seeing if the neighbors want to come
That's a
over.
great idea. Yeah, that's cool.
And if they're not doing anything, so that's the plan.
We would have if we didn't have other plans. Yeah. So.
Yeah, no, and it's all good. And then the other cool thing that because I'm into SpaceX, the Starship, the Super Heavy, they did their second orbital flight test on Saturday morning.
Is that the one that disappeared?
No.
No, is that the one that had the unexpected failure?
Well, the first one definitely was
Unexpected disassembling. Well,
they call it rapid unscheduled disassembly. And yeah, so both the booster and the Starship both self-terminate or flight terminated.
Right over Bethlehem. It's really weird.
The test was still very successful because they made it off the pad. The launch pad survived. It's like in perfect shape still. It's ready for another launch basically. With some minor repairs, unlike the first test where they basically blew the whole thing up. But anyway, it's just beautiful. It's cool. It
is cool.
It is. I mean, this thing is taller than the Statue of Liberty.
It's crazy.
You know, it's a biggest rocket ever.
Wow.
And yeah, it's just amazing to see.
That's the one they're taking to Mars, right? Or that's the plan, is they can make it to Mars.
The moon is the first. They're part of the Artemis mission, I guess, to the moon. So they're contracted by NASA for the human landing system, which is the Starship itself. So, yeah, because both parts are recoverable. That's kind of the big thing. And well, not when they blow up in it. But I digress. Johnny, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. All right, so family's in, of course, and Matthew today was at the tattoo shop all day, right? Guest artist there, and so we were thinking, wait, we got to figure out a way to make sure you have a way to get there. Oh, no big deal. This is Monday. I usually walk anyway. Why don't you take your mom and I to work this morning? You take the car and take yourself to the shop, and we'll walk from there to the shop, since it's not that very far. We'll pick up the car and we'll continue our scheduling of events. Still not sure how he's getting home, but
Uber.
Yeah, Uber ride. But anyway, so all right, everything's good. That's what we're planning. Oh, it's getting cold. It's breezy. It's all right. We don't know what to do. We do this stuff all the time. No big deal. It'll be a little bit of adventure walk. We actually like that kind of thing. So anyway, that's great. So I'm there at the school, and go into that morning circle as usual, and there's Lori, the principal, right next to it. They're going through, we get to the end of all of that, and she turns to me and says, "Hey, Johnny, you ready for that little field trip today?" I feel, oh yeah, I remember you're going to take that, go pick up that stuff for me today. You're supposed to like, I went, yes, I will do that. So just real fast, rapid in my head. Okay, I've got it. So I called Matthew. I told him, "Hey, sorry, changed plans. So I need you to come back up here." This was like 15 minutes after you dropped us off, or so, 20 minutes maybe. Anyway, where I had to go was off of Washington Street, in Denver, so it was going to take a little bit of time from there. Mm-hmm. So I told you come up here and just pick me up. And he was like, "Wow, I needed to get in the shower before I went down because you'd have to be till 10." So I said, "Okay, no big deal. Just come on up here. I'll take you back to the house. Then I will go from there, and I will go and do this little errand. I will get what I need to get. I'll come back and I will pick you up. You will take me back to work, and then you can have the car from that point. And then the plan will continue as we discussed."
I sense a plot twist.
But then,
boom! Anyway. So
rapid unscheduled assistant.
Rapid unscheduled. So the thing is, as I told to Lori about, she said, "I'll get you directions and whatever." So I went in there and I was like, because this was like Thursday that she had mentioned making an errand I completely forgot about. And so I was like, "So where am I going again?" And so she goes, "Oh yeah, well look, I'll get you the address and I'll leave it out of here. I've got a meeting we got to do. I'll just put it out here." And you go and just tell them you're here to pick up bags for Lori Peterson at Arkansas Elementary School. And I'm like, "Okay, great, no problem." So anyway, I came back around. Yeah, printed it out there for. I even tried to print out the map. Ha 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 ha. I went out there. Just give me the address. So I grabbed the paper. I got in. That's when I went and got Matthew. Or he picked me up, and then we went back, and I had that stuff. So I'm back in the car now. I'm on my way to my journey. I set the map aside just to get the address. I'm thinking it's interesting she didn't put the name of the place. And I'm still trying to figure out, what is it I'm getting again? Bag? What are they talking? It's just totally couldn't remember anything from the previous conversation. So anyway, I get in the car and I'm driving there, and I had get to a red light. I'm texting name of place or whatever. No response. I get all the way down there, because here's the thing: when you get to certain addresses around that area, you're just around a bunch of office spaces and things. And I'm not sure this is an address for a complex of things. So I drive up, and now I'm forgetting the name of the deal. It's a place that does meals for people who are really, really sick, and then they different organizations take the bags that the food goes in, and kids decorate them and sort of to cheer them up and stuff. So that's what that was about. That's something that was happening last night. So I'm like, okay, I'm here. I think this is it. And I have to call the school. And so I call the school, and then they're like, hang on, we'll find out. Hang on, is it? And then they tell me the name. Oh, great, it's the right place. All right, thanks. So then I go in. There's a security measure. Ring the bell. I'm here to pick up some bags. And I'm like, I have no idea what to expect. What is happening, what this place is. Is this a government, secret operation? Maxwell Smart's going to come to. I open up, and then I try to open the other door, and then I see the big sign that's saying, "Please wait for security. Please wait in the vestibule." I'm like, okay. Then somebody comes out. "Oh, all right. Hey, how are you? Yeah, I'm just here to pick up some bags." He goes, "Okay, yeah. So how many bags do you need?"
That's a good question.
All right. Yeah. So I call again. Call the school again. How many bags? He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. It's like there's a page here that you didn't grab that has the information on it about the demo." "Oh, well, that's hilarious. That's funny." Well, no wonder. Oh, right, I'm telling Larry, "Sorry, ma'am."
Did you actually go home?
Kind of. And I'm just talking about, "All right, that's funny. Well, I'm going to send it to you real quick." "All right, great." I said, "I'm sorry, man. If there's something you have to do, there's somewhere you got to be," or whatever. He goes, No. So fine. I'm just waiting. And she's telling me about a little bit of what they're doing. I'm like, "Oh, this is kind of cool." So Angel Heart, that's what it is. Angel Heart is what the name of the thing is. Anyhow, so then I'm waiting for the reply, and bing, oh, there it is. Okay, great. That's the paper. There were 2 pieces of paper there. I zoom in, nothing about number of bags. Not a thing. I'm like, I'm really sorry. Hang on just a second. Like, I had to call him back again.
Oh, no.
This time I'm talking to a different person in the office. And it's like, how many bags? And so it was like, I could hear other people talking, how many bags? Yeah, she's in a meeting. Well, how many? Could you ask him how many we did last year? And I'm like, this is embarrassing. I'm like, is there any way you could tell us how many we did last time? That's what I said. She goes, well, when was it? I said, when was it? A year ago? A year ago. So she goes to this book, right? It's like this analog book with handwriting and stuff in it, and she's flipping through the pages, and it only goes back to the beginning of this year, not back to Thanksgiving.
Oh, no.
No, yeah, she doesn't know. Anyway, so okay, we'll call you back. Sorry, I have to wait. So if there's anything, she goes, you know what? I am going to step in. You just knock on the door when you're like, okay, no problem. So I'm waiting, and finally they call back, and they were like on the radio. Miss Peterson, how many bags, Mr. Leckie? Like full of love. So anyways, like 250 bags. It's for the event they're doing tomorrow night.
Okay.
So anyway, so yeah, finally got those, and
That's funny.
and then drove back, and by the time I got back, because of all of this long wait, he had to be there at 10.
Yeah.
I got back to my house at like 9:45.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I was like, do you want me to just drop you off at the tattoo? Because yeah, that would make the most sense. Oh, yeah, you're right. So anyway, that was why I dropped him off and went back and then delivered him, and there was probably something else goofy about it, but you get the idea. So the day I hit the ground, it's been like that all day up until just about the moment I
So you
arrived.
had to go somewhere that you didn't know where to go.
Didn't know what it was for. It was Abraham. Go to the land I will show you.
What am I doing there? You'll know when you get
You'll
there.
figure out when you get there. Call again and I'll let you know some more details. Oh my gosh, there's
that's
probably a
great.
sermon illustration in there somewhere, but
Yeah,
I was
save
just
that
too,
one.
I was too loopy to, I just couldn't believe it. There was something else about that, but honestly, the story's too long anyway. But yeah, this is kind of the day I've had here today.
It's kind of hectic.
Yeah, that's that's funny. That he is Matthew. That is doing those tattoos today. But there were a number of people who had the same reason you were talking about. They had some major financial thing that just happened this week.
Yeah.
They're like, I was gonna, but I couldn't afford to do it. But it's okay. He's had a good time.
That's good.
Where he's been today. So
Next time,
Good.
maybe.
maybe next time, sure.
The other thing
he may
is,
be
I
at a
don't
different
know.
place next
What-
time.
I mean, if you were to get a tattoo, what would you get?
Well, like we were chatting a little bit before this.
Yeah. I mean-
Philippians 1:21's about the closest I can think that I'd be okay with now and when I died.
Yeah.
So just because it was the first verse that I ever memorized, you guys said that, to live is Christ, to die is gain, and that's stuck really hard. So I can see something like that, or that we were talking about the semicolon.
Yeah.
For suicide awareness / hey, I'm somebody you can talk to kind of thing.
Right.
But beyond that, nope, can't come up with anything.
I just need a dry erase marker right there, just so I can keep changing it.
The henna tattoo concept.
Yeah, some henna tattoos.
It's a good way to try it on.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that. What would you?
I would never get one.
I know, but if you were,
But the either the rokai or a fish. Both are ancient symbols of Christianity. The rokai is actually the symbol that Constantine had his soldiers put on the cross the night before, or the morning of the battle that he won, and he attributes the winning of that battle to an angel that showed himself in the sky to him, that God sent to him, and that actually marks the widespread of Christianity, because before that Christians were persecuted, and they were hid underground, and I mean we all you hear all those stories, but right around 400 AD, 370 something AD or whatever, that was when the battle happened, and Constantine. That marks the widespread of Christianity through the Roman Empire.
Wow.
So that would be probably one of those two would be cool. But anything past that,
Yeah.
I don't think I would.
Nice.
I'd never get one.
What'd you do, John?
Okay. Well, obviously, I don't have one.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if you were.
no, that's the problem.
You can't make up your mind, right?
No, I can't think of
still
there's hardly,
answered the question.
there's hardly anything.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I think I answered it in the tattoo talk last time. I mean, here we are at tattoo talk again.
Or did we do tattoo?
Yeah, we did.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I thought I was coming up with something original. Just go ahead and fast forward.
That's how the last one ended. Or the one before
He
that.
clipped in
that's
our
what it's
our early talk about tattoos before, or right at the end. Kind of looks
I
like.
probably missed that part.
Well, anyway, yes, that's right. Yeah, that's just it. I mean, a cross, something like that. But I mean, there are very few things I would want, but there are different reasons behind all that. But yeah, that's yeah. All right. Well, I mean, we keep talking about tattoos if you want.
Well, he's not just a good tattoo artist.
Yeah.
He's a good pastor
Yep.
and delivered a really nice
Yes,
message
he did.
for us yesterday.
It was a very good. I thought too.
It's the segue.
Let's talk about that segue. He's all tatted up, right. Yeah, I don't think I want to talk on the podcast necessarily about should be good at that. Is it immoral to have a tattoo? That Leviticus would have. No, hang on. We could talk
Oh,
about.
I wasn't
that.
going there.
It's a totally
No
different
problem
thing,
with it.
first of all. But anyway, so we didn't want to get into all of that. But yes, he did. He did a fine job speaking. Him speaking, starting from Leviticus, made me think of that. So
Oh,
Yep.
I would have liked it better if you'd started with that one. That would have been fun, just to talk about what's really happening.
That was a
What
very
is that
Got this
about?
giant sleeve coming.
Yeah. No, but that was a really great place to start.
Yes, it was.
Because it kind of helps ground the actual consequence, like tying it to something that we understand nowadays is that monetary.
Yeah,
The
the
value of
cost,
those
you know,
things,
yeah.
With what they had to do for sacrificing,
Right.
and how broke.
I
I mean, we would never be able to afford a bull or a sheep or some birds, you
Yes.
know. Maybe some grain. I don't know. We could do some of the lesser sacrifice thingies or offerings, but yeah, I mean,
We've talked about this a little bit once before about the consequences of sin and why the wages of sin is death, and why can't God just say, it's all right. And he did bring out that, and this is something we've talked about. We often underestimate how sinful we are and what that really is,
Right.
and we also underestimate how holy God is. So maybe we're overestimating how good we think we are,
we're
how okay we are, but we
we're vomit on a
forget.
towel, right?
Yeah.
Watch the sermon. It was good. Watch the sermon.
Yeah, watch the sermon. Watch it. It's
then
only,
you'll
it's only
understand the
21 minutes long.
Vomit on the towel.
Vomit on the towels. That should be the title of that whole sermon.
That was also a good illustration.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
So anyway,
Yeah, it was fun to have him here, and it is weird. In my intro, I've known our guest speaker today since the second he began screaming on planet Earth. I mean, I was there.
Awesome.
Well, in the scheme of things, it is a weird thing to watch your kid. And you still see him that way sometimes, right? It's hard to see him that way now, but I mean, I still do. I say it's in his eyes, still in his face. He's still my little boy.
Yeah.
He'll always be my little boy,
Yeah.
but he's not a little boy. He is a grown man for sure. But it is weird. It's weird to see how God has worked in his life over the years, and it was kind of a cool moment. I had two of my sons leading in some way.
Yes.
Sunday, and I made that joke about the what is the Sound of Music family? Hey, little boys. But it was cool. It was a cool moment for me as a dad to
Michael was awesome as always.
Yes.
And his voice. He was struggling with this.
He was struggling with his voice. He was not very happy with how well
Yeah,
he did
he's
on
still.
Sunday.
And I tried to, because I knew it was wearing out, and so
Yeah.
I'm trying to sing, and I'm like, I just don't have the voice that he does. It's not. I can't project like he really projects.
Well,
It's really good.
Yeah, he really is, and that reminds me too that. So Michael had a couple of weeks ago, but I forgot that my family was going to be in this week. Right? I wasn't thinking about it at the time, and I thought, oh well. He asked, "Hey, can I lead on that day?" And I was like, "Well, I think we're already kind of set." And I was thinking, "Yeah, of course you can." Oh, that would be kind of cool. You know, there you are. It's I don't want to be self-serving, right? Welcome to Lucky Family Church. You know, but you know, no, that might actually be kind of a nice moment. Then I realized, oh wait, that's 2 for Michael in a row. Jake, it's time
Aha.
Yeah, I was thinking about
to
that.
crank out the old guitar.
Yeah, I can.
Somehow we missed that in the scheduling here lately, so
It's okay. I'm just
about
waiting
it.
for you to, ask me again.
well, you're gonna be very busy, and we have others who've expressed interest in in singing and being a part of that too. So
Bob and I can knock down a Sunday morning.
There you
time,
go.
Get you on the cajon.
Ready?
soon and very soon, who knows?
Yeah.
What
Though it was kind of funny. I was running the tech, which is why there was no sound at the beginning. Yeah, and because I didn't pray for the tech to not be a problem.
yeah, we were saying, so this is your fault.
Anyway, so I'm sitting there,
No praise.
singing along with the worship and stuff, and I'm just doing this kind of thing because that's what I do. My hands are always
Yeah.
restless, and it tapped along pretty close to what you were doing.
Awesome.
So
Well, I
yeah.
was gonna say,
Yeah.
the key question is, were you on beat when
Yeah,
you were
yes.
tap to tap?
Yeah.
Yep.
I can't jump,
Meat
but I got a
potatoes
good
first.
beat.
Gotta have the good meat and potatoes first. All right. Are you hanging around a little bit tonight?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, I'll be
Awesome.
back in the control room.
Michael will not be here tonight. He's still gonna
Oh,
recover
no.
because after yesterday, I mean, his voice was gone. He wasn't feeling well.
Because Maury's going to be here to set sound.
Oh, is he?
Oh, yeah.
Well, give him a call because we're not going to be on tonight. Not full.
Okay.
That might be better for a different night.
No.
It's a
Yeah.
bummer, but yeah, no, he's not.
Because there's no other practice between now and then.
Yeah.
Not
next
before Sunday. I mean, he can, get everybody else set, and then maybe we can figure out the guitar.
Okay.
I don't know. The mix, he's doing the full mix,
He was
output mix and everything.
Not the room mix, the stream mix.
Mm. Yeah, no, he's down for the count tonight. So
Ah,
that's a bummer, but
I understand because I know he was.
yeah, he was not
tired
well. I mean,
yesterday.
he was supposed to work yesterday afternoon too,
Oh,
and had to
yeah.
call out because he just was.
Yeah.
So he barely made it through the morning, I think. But he did a good job anyway. But
Yeah.
all that said, welcome to our meeting. We're glad that you are. Every now and then we move from entertaining to just business.
Yeah.
Talking about business. What else are you going to buy? Speaking of business, I did bring this projector.
I saw
So
that.
just so you know.
I saw that. That
We'll talk
is
about that a little later.
something that we are talking about using in preparation for a service we're going to be doing here in the studio
That is correct.
mid-December. Because Johnny and Leona will be
Oh, you're gonna spill this beans? This is not what I was gonna do, Tracy.
fired
from
talking
this.
about
No, I'm just kidding.
some other things
No, it's
that coming
fine.
up later.
Especially on podcasts. No, I'm gonna be gone is the thing. But I'm still gonna be preaching on that day. And it's gonna be on location here for a variety of reasons. I started thinking about that I could hear people, oh, that's kind of cool. Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that there? There are multiple reasons why, if I was not here, to not be at our current location. But a lot of them have that are not. I don't think I could share too many of those reasons, but it's it has to do with security issues and
Yeah,
some other
just
things that are making the school unavailable for us on that day. So, how awesome! To be meeting here, though, in person, this is not an online gig.
Yeah.
This is in person
Yeah.
and here, and
We'll be here.
It's the week before Christmas. Then I will be here, and it'll be a big Sunday Christmas plus the evening thing.
It's gonna be wild.
It is going to be wild. I don't know. Why do people get married in December? Did you get married next to Christmas?
I got married in April, but there was 10 inches of snow on the ground.
Almost
Yeah.
The snow was not planned.
It was not at all. The night
Oh,
before, it just dumped.
Oh no.
So what I would do, like I did when I was stuck in Philly, and I recorded that thing and sent it. It'll be similar to that, but I'm probably going to need to record it here in the room. So sometime in the next week or two.
I'll be here.
I gotta preach that.
I'm
sermon.
always here.
You're always here. Yeah, so we'll have
I work
quality.
right in there. Can't escape.
But yeah, that'll be sort of our first kind of, not really on location gathering, but it's certainly a new on-location gathering here. And I think it's going to be pretty nice because we're going to have to help you in this room, but it'll be a good location. And you won't have to drive far.
No,
And,
I could walk to church that morning.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, it's going to be great. But see, I'm going to be here's the thing, I'm waiting to hear back, but an old friend of mine I used to serve with in a church, he's at a church in Texas where we're going to be driving on Sunday. And I'm going to be back around the time around the time of their service, I'll be right around where they are. And so I'm either going to be singing something there or leading some worship there, or I'm going to be preaching there. I don't know yet which one.
Or all of the above.
Just for a friend, right? Just
That's
for him.
awesome.
Yeah, just to bring a little extra life into their deal.
Oh, that's
Just
great.
with a new voice. Just like Sunday for us, we have a new voice.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I'll be doing that. So I can't do like a live stream because during that time I'll be somewhere else.
Okay.
I gotta figure out. You guys can tell me the best sermon you guys have ever heard me preach. Which one was it? Let's go back through. Would you guys listen to all those sermons?
Just pull up a YouTube
Just-
of a previous sermon and
show it here. Nobody will know. You guys need to hear it again anyway.
Yeah, I
No,
think it was you.
we're actually gonna
I'd have to narrow it down.
That's funny. I'm only kidding.
The one that always sticks. That said, the one that always sticks out to me is when your iPad fried for the church on the green.
Oh yeah.
That did kind of a little bit extemporaneous.
Yeah, that's true. That was a great day. I love that day. That's the one my brother was actually here, and that's what he said. He said to me afterwards, "This is my brother's way of telling me that you did a great job. Yeah, you should lose your notes more often." I'll take that.
That's awesome.
How funny is that? But yeah, so anyway, so that's for you to play around with. And anyway, so I think it's going to be really nice, and I'm kind of sad I'm missing that experience because I would like to be able to in person. So, that said, we'll probably do it again.
Yeah.
If it's okie dokie with you, which you already said it was. So.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll probably
On
pack
location.
everything up and, kind of get it out of the way. We won't have all this set up.
Right, because it will be a base camp Sunday.
Yeah.
So it should be.
And we need the room.
Yeah. That's right, because everybody's inviting 5 people. Everybody needs to invite somebody. Invite
Well,
somebody. Come see
we
you.
will open the gates.
You don't have to tell them I'm not going to be here.
We'll
Just
open the
tell 'em-
gates and we'll put the canopy out there.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
say, come on in.
It may be snowing.
Might be snowing. It's Colorado. It might be mid 50s
Yeah,
and sunny,
it's
and
true.
in mid December. It has been before. Or it could be a blizzard. Don't know.
That's so true. All right, well, yeah, that's a lot of nuts and boltsy stuff we're talking about here, but
Yeah.
a lot of fun things coming up. I mean, we get through Thanksgiving, we're getting into December. This Sunday, we're back in the Gospel of Mark, of course. So that should be fun. And then starting the new series that wraps up the year. And looking forward to that. And getting through to the very end, just as we're sailing into the new year just about. Actually, the last message of the Upward series is on our Christmas service. So
Cool.
it's a Christmas thing. So
Nice.
I don't think it wasn't designed to be Christmas because nobody said that then. But great Christmas themes.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, what else, guys? Anything from the weekend? Anything else? I mean, I know we just met and did this a week ago.
Yeah.
Once again, probably good strategy every other week or so in the new year. Yeah. What else cooking? Anything else funny happen Sunday? Anything interesting happen?
No.
Keep those cards and letters rolling in, folks. And we'll just keep on responding to them. The exciting night. All right, well, you know what? Let's shut it down then. You guys have anything to talk about? Anything else about Sunday? Anything? Any other message moment, music moment?
I am
room.
curious. Did you ask Matt to reference one of our
John 3,
favorite
John?
verses? Well, not that one, but Romans 6:23.
I did not.
He just happened upon that. Well, I
Oh, yeah.
It's a great verse.
Well, I mean, yeah,
You know, but that's,
Yeah, it's not a
that's one of
secret
our
verse.
favorites here at the Compass too.
It's
So,
true.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I was glad he tied that in with his message. 'Cause
Oh, no, this is interesting because the reason I started to say the one that we always quote, right, is because it was in his notes. The only reason I know that is because I updated the Bible app with his notes, and that was in his notes. He just didn't use it.
Yeah.
So anyway, but yeah, 623. No, that was all in. And it makes so much sense too. I mean that again, coming full circle with that, you know, the cost of sin and how we think it seems outrageous, and yet, if you think about a small thing, what if the small thing is you're too close to the edge of the cliff,
Yeah.
right? Oh, all it did was just misstep, but you ended up dying because
Right.
the consequence of that is. We just don't see how serious those things are, and then you pull that into the Romans passage, Romans 6:23. For the wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal life through Jesus Christ our Lord. Then it puts in perspective, and then I'm talking about the holiness of God and His
Yes,
perfection and
yeah.
the presence of imperfections not there.
It just doesn't work. Yeah.
So God, it just changes the whole perspective when you realize God busted something down so that He could have connection with us. And He did it, right? It wasn't anything we could ever do.
Right.
He did it on our behalf on a cross. So it puts it all into perspective. And then He had to go get all in our business with that last bit, right? It's like, since we have been forgiven much, we also
we forgive our
we get forgive others. And,
yeah. 70, so 490 times 70 or times 7. Yeah.
yeah. And it's sometimes suggested that passage means in a day,
Yeah. So
not just for a lifetime.
it's funny
How many
because
times
if
should
you're
I forgive
actually
them?
counting up 490, because that's what
The day goes by pretty quick.
I think the point was
Just keep forgiving.
just keep forgetting.
Right.
Just put it in perspective.
Because you're going to lose count sooner or later.
Yeah, don't condone the sin, right? It's like, that's what people mess up, is they think that forgiveness means that you're saying their sin was okay or what they did to you was okay. And
Oh, yeah.
it never is what that
No.
means. And often restitution needs to be made, and
Sure.
trust needs to be re-earned, and all those things.
Yes.
But forgiveness is certainly a different kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, all right. Well, anything else, guys?
Yeah, just the weight and expense that he, was bringing up about the cost of those sin sacrifices back in the old days, and the fact that
I think it was given modern day equivalencies.
Yeah.
The goat cost. By the way, just real fast, I did it. But when he said a goat, how much is you guys know how much a goat is? It's like whatever he said, $200 or whatever.
Yeah.
And Marcella was like, "That's true." I'm like, "Marcella, do you have a goat?" She was just like, "Yes, that's right."
I'm part of a farming Facebook page that deals in livestock once in a while too. It's supposed to for gardening stuff, but yeah, that's about accurate. Like, you see animals posted out there like trying to rehome these sheep or some goats or whatever. They post a price with it.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, he's right with that.
Well, I'm sorry, Tracy.
No, but
you were saying.
so Jesus comes and he sacrifices himself as our sin sacrifice.
Yes.
Like the entire world's sin sacrifice. So we don't have to do that.
We don't have to do all that.
All we have to do is say, wow, thank you for that gift, and take it, right?
Reminds me of that verse.
But he did that because he loves us so much.
Yeah, what is that verse, Tracy?
Oh, I don't know. Somewhere in John.
Something God's got your hand.
3:16. It's the guy that holds up the sign. John
What if it's
3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only son, that whoever believes in him will not perish but have eternal life.
Yes.
With him.
To be biblical, you can say, following the author of Hebrews, somewhere it says, somewhere it is written.
It is written.
It has been something. Author of Hebrews.
And oh wow,
Don't
look at
ask
that.
me who I am.
We're card blow.
I vote Barnabas, maybe. Okay, anyway.
It's actually
Anyway.
flashing card blow. I can't believe
Card
we talked that
low.
long.
Well, we're just yapping.
I know. Sorry.
Sorry about that. Hey, thanks for hanging with us anyway. So we are now at our final words time. But before we do that, We meet somewhere in the world every single week, and I do mean somewhere. It could be somewhere different. It could be here. Well, anyway, we're usually almost always online, and you could find us on Facebook by searching for Compass Church Colorado, and you can discover more at compassdenver.com, and we would love to have you as our guest this Sunday. All right, guys, final words.
Love you guys. Love everyone out there.
Likewise.
This has been great because he is great.
Grace to you and peace. That's all we have for tonight, and we are out.
Bye-bye.
So long. Catch you next time. Catch you on the flip side.
We meet somewhere in the world and always online. You might not be able to hear us, but
We're meeting. You can
well,
watch.
we're going to be there.
You won't hear us, but you'll watch.
Sometimes you can see us, sometimes you can hear us, sometimes you can see and hear.